What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel. We are heading over to Overland Expo for the first time. We are right now in the middle of the Mojave Desert. Me and my buddy Brian, he owns that Ford Maverick over there. We drove all the way down from Northern California to the Mojave Desert. We're spending the night in this really awesome campground that I found on OnX Off-Road just by scouting and kind of looking at the lay of the land. There was no pictures, there was no waypoints, there was no markings here. We just explored, we found it, and it is perfect with the exception of some ant piles that are in the area. But we made it. We're gonna spend the night here, and then in the morning we are gonna head off to Overland Expo in Flagstaff, Arizona. The drive down here was fantastic. Beautiful drive, saw a lot of cool stuff, to be honest. And man, this place is gorgeous, and it's only 0.8 miles away from the freeway, so it's a real quick drive back to pavement and on to Flagstaff. But guys, like I said, this is a beautiful spot. It's not marked, but even so, you can tell there's been some traffic here, and not all of it has been good traffic. There's some toilet paper over there in the bushes just kind of laying out. There's some poop over there too. There's those shells that you just saw. But then over here, I'm gonna walk you over here, guys, and I'm gonna show you something pretty freaking cool. And then also sad. So it says right here, no motor vehicles. There's some signposts kind of facing that way. But if you walk over here, there's this nice wash that comes through. So it comes in from the mountains, comes down here, super awesome. And it goes down through that ravine out towards the freeway where it eventually hits like a gutter system. But there's all kinds of tire track marks up here, guys. And it says no motor vehicles. And there's a reason for that. And even if you don't agree with the reason, the more you come in here and you mess it up, you destroy it for everyone, guys, because they will notice this and they will close stuff down. But I mean, that's pretty freaking cool. I'm not gonna lie, I do want to drive down it really bad, but I'm not going to because we're not supposed to. So I'm walking back to the camp now, but something I want to go over too is like the idea. This is gonna be a several part series. I'm gonna be filming each day, going to the Overland Expo, at the Overland Expo event itself. And then I'm going to be doing single videos and walkarounds of a bunch of different stuff that I really want to see. I'm really excited. I'm not much into the Gucci camping kind of stuff, but at the same time, it's cool, right? There's all this new stuff, all these new people, new friends. It's cool to watch and see, and there's a lot of forums and lessons and classes and all kinds of stuff to do there as well. So it'll be a good time. I'm with my buddy Brian. He's going to cook up some steak tonight. And let's kind of show you the camp and how we have everything set up. So we got a fire pit there. It's a designated fire spot. Fire is good to go. We are not in a no fire area right now. Got our extra wood. We got Brian's kitchen set up. Now he's got a pretty cool setup. He made this box himself. He's got a stove and a bunch of odds and ends and storage and hatchets and all that good stuff. But he made it himself. It's pretty cool. Plywood. Nothing fancy, but it gets the job done. A little jealous of that setup. He's got his truck there. I'm not going to go into it in too much detail because I have a one-take video on that already. But he has the Gazelle tent. This is the T4. This thing is massive, and I want one. I want one really bad. But the issue with this tent, even though it's what I need because I have 2 kids now, a dog and a wife, it doesn't fit in the Bronco. It's like 5 feet long when it's packed up. It's crazy how big that tent is, but I'm jealous. I like that tent a lot. But let's show you what I have going on. Now I'm solo camping, it's just me, so I didn't bring a lot of fancy stuff, and it's kind of cool. I like seeing how other people do their setup, so I'll show you mine. It's changed a little bit over the years since my last video. I got my Devo slide, I got my 3-gallon water jug, a little mini table just to save space. That's my diabolical lid. I took that off. It pulls right off in 2 seconds to fit my Meraki hammock inside, which I'll show you. Got my chair here. Got some storage. That's camera equipment, boxes for just storage, camping supplies, food. Got my pop-up tent for the pooper and the changer. Coming around back, this is where that diabolical shelf was. We took that out. We also folded down the front part as well, because we had to fit the Meraki hammocks, and I got a pretty cool setup up front, so stay tuned for that. But got some extra sleeping storage up here. I'm gonna be going light because it's warm today, so just a single blanket. I got my roll, my paper towel roll. Got a spill kit here. I got a light in the back, but I still have this really awesome light here as well, flipped on by that orange switch right there. Got my fridge set up. I got some odds and ends tucked in the cubbies. Got my Factor 55 recovery kit. Got some tools and stuff that I just moved around and put back here because I needed to make room for the sleeping setup. Got my deflation stuff over here as well. Let's take you around to the other side though. So coming around to this side, this is my pride and joy. The Meraki hammock, guys. This thing is pretty darn nice. It's comfortable. I've slept in it many times. I still have to trim that JCR pet divider a little bit because it's rubbing, but I'm skinny. I still fit. It's good to go. I have the DV8 Molly panel that I installed here. Freaking love this thing, guys. I got a lot of stuff hooked to it, but there's some cool features I've added to it that are just mind-blowing. First of which, it's gonna be this fan. Blowing. I know, kind of funny, huh? It's the battery-powered fan. It's gonna be keeping me cool tonight. Hopefully, it also has a little bit of a light on it as well. And then I've got this magnetic string light. Now, this is actually, I just dropped it. This is actually an ad on Amazon. It's pretty freaking cool, but it's got a string of lights that will pull out like that. It just pulls out, and they light up, and they can do all kinds of colors. And I'll show you some shots, some B-roll. But this thing is freaking awesome. It just sticks up here on a magnet, string your light out to kind of where you want it, turn that sucker on, and you can light up this whole Bronco on the inside like a disco. You may have noticed this in the background. This is a Nintendo Switch. Why do I have a Nintendo Switch camping? Well, because I plan on using this TV. That's right, I have a TV mounted onto my overhead panel. This TV is gonna flip down. I'm gonna be sitting in my hammock, plug everything into the jackery, and then I'm gonna be able to play Nintendo Switch or watch TV with my antenna while I'm camping under the stars. And tonight, no clouds, so you're darn right I am going to be opening the top and enjoying an unobstructed view of the sky. Pretty freaking cool. So that's just a quick overview of like my camping setup just for me right now. Solo camping, wife and kids are at home. But now we're gonna make some steaks, or Brian's gonna make some steaks. I'm gonna drink some beer, and we're gonna have a good time. All right, well, Brian has cooked up an amazing steak and asparagus meal. So we're gonna eat that for dinner. We're gonna enjoy the sunset, and then we're gonna chillax, take a nap. So I'll see you all tomorrow. To be continued. Well, it is a good morning. I slept okay last night in the hammock, and it was a little warm, so I popped the top. There was a wind that started up, and it pushed away all those flies that we had last night. So I was able to pop the top. It was beautiful. Watched the stars. The sun woke me up in the morning. Now I'm making some coffee. It's 6:45 a.m. I woke up at 5:45, so we're gonna try and pack up, get coffee, and then hit the road as early as possible to be at Overland Expo. Hopefully next time you see us. So we'll see you there. It's about a 4-hour drive. But wait, does anyone need a pillow? Because I have a pillow for sale. I also have toilet paper for sale.
On the road, I've been away for far too long, but now I'm on my way back home. I hear the west winds calling out my name. They're telling me to head your way, down your road and past your gates. Keep your eyes on the horizon. I was looking to belong when I'd already found my